Hello everybody, welcome to my sense video. First I'll be showing you what my sense is, then I'll be showing you how you get your perfect sense and how I got mine. So first off, just heading into the settings, my controller preset is actually the traditional one. This one is obviously just personal preference. It does not matter which one you're using. It should not affect your sensitivity at all. I just prefer crouching with B, although I never do it. And I also prefer the ability 3 on right stick in. Next up is going down into the aim section, which will be the main part of this video. And you want to start off by putting advanced sensitivity settings on. And now to go through my settings, I have the base horizontal sensitivity on 9, base vertical on 6, focus 8, 8, 8, 8, 6, 6. I've then got the focus ADS priority on prioritize focus, focus ADS behavior on hold, sniper behavior on hold. Obviously do not have invert vertical aim because I don't know how people do that. In a dead zone on 0.04, this all depends on your controller, these two do. And then another main one is the base aim curve is on light and the focus aim curve is on medium. Let me quickly hop into the range so I can show you why I have it on light. So for example, I have the base aim curve on light because it's out of focus and it's the one that you're basically using to look around mainly. Or that's what I'm doing personally because I like to use focus when I'm shooting. So it's kind of my flick sensitivity, if that makes any sense. So for example, this is how I would be spraying at some of these bots here. I'm not using focus on these at all, just so I can show you the base aim curve. Usually I would be using focus because that's what my preference is. So that's the reason that I have the base aim curve on light. Next up is the focus aim curve, which I have on medium. To me, it makes sense that the aim isn't too flicky. I prefer it to be a tiny bit smoother, but I wouldn't go as far as using like heavy or anything more than that. Obviously, there's going to be players that do prefer the higher sensitivity, but this is mine. And all the clips that you are watching in this video are on this sensitivity, so just to let you know about that.
These guns will too slow. One less. You. And 4.
And next up is finding out your perfect sensitivity. So I do recommend going onto the settings and put it on the shooting test easy mode to be more specific. But armor doesn't really matter. And then obviously down here is all your senses. And now that you've started the training, what you want to do is just go to the enemy's head. Don't worry about shooting. You just want to try and hover over the head before you shoot. And what you're looking for here is going too far or too short of a distance to the enemy's head. Because this is my exact sensitivity, I'm going to be pretty accurate for most of these. But what you'll find is that you'll go too far or too short on some of these. And so if you go too short, which would be like an example like this, like if you go too short to the head and you're aiming before their head, that means you should be increasing your sensitivity. And then for an example to decrease your sensitivity is if you over aim past their head, if that makes any sense. So these are some examples here. If you just carry on going past their head just like that. Obviously for the closer ones that spawn in more central, it's going to be a bit different because you're not going to have to move your stick as nearly as far. But the general consensus is that if you're going too far, you should be decreasing your sensitivity. And if you're going too short, you should be increasing your sensitivity. But really focus on trying to get onto the enemy's head and try and do it like as instinctively as possible. Like don't try and make a micro adjustment just at the end to make it so that you are hovering over the bot's head. Because if you're doing that, you're not going to get the most accurate results. So just be honest with yourself and just try and get it on their heads. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. It's just, you know, you're learning and you're going to be perfecting your sensitivity at the end of the day. So it doesn't really matter if you go too far or too short. Either ramp up your sensitivity or tone it down just a little bit and you'll get your correct sensitivity. And that is basically it. There's not much more else you can do about finding your perfect sensitivity. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be using that sensitivity for the rest of time. It's just a good basis to have. Personally, I like aiming with my focus, so if you feel like you need to change your focus sensitivity, definitely also do that. I just feel like I've kind of nailed mine down a little bit now, so I'm kind of just sticking with how it is. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and hopefully this helps you in some sort of way. I'm praying you guys get your perfect sensitivity. And again, thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to go check out the Twitch stream in the description as well.